Well, hello, welcome back to a brand new episode of DUD or SPUD. I'm Maniacal Mac. Today's episode we're going for is a movie that came out in 1973 and it's called The Sinful Dwarf. Yeah, don't really need to say too much about this one. You can pretty much tell based on the title and the image. So this guy and his mum apparently own like a boarding house, but they like kidnap people and do crazy things to them, like, you know what I mean? So I imagine it's going to be quite exploitative, shall we say? You know, the 70s didn't shy away from that stuff, shall we say? So I'm kind of probably expecting a lot of editing, a lot of cuts, a lot of like, yeah, you know what I mean? Sinful Dwarf though, might get a laugh out of it, come on, you know what I mean? 1973, I can only imagine they took this serious. I don't think it's a comedy horror. I'm pretty sure it is quite straightforward as a horror, you know, so could be entertaining. If you've seen this film yourself, what did you make of it? After watching my reaction and my review at the end, do you agree with me? Otherwise, I'm just going to get into this. There's not really much to say. It's called The Sinful Dwarf. What do I need to fucking talk about too much except, let's go. This was originally called Abducted Bride.
What?
So this is how it's opening up. Just, it don't even look like a kid from you. It looks like a fully grown woman playing hopscotch and he's just turned up with a toy dog? The fuck? Like, I remember them before, but, like, that's a fully grown woman. But, like, if a guy was walking around with one of them, especially looking like that, I wouldn't go near him.
Upstairs.
I have more toys upstairs. What type of toys are you referring to? Why did you go back with him?
Woohoo! You like the freaky stuff, huh? That's cool.
Is he gonna smack on the back of the head? Go on, mate, look at this. Ah! So the opening title is little toys and stuff. Okay. Like, he's only just ripping open a teddy, but the fact he's going, yeah, that's actually more disturbing than when he smacked a woman on the back of the head. There's a pube at the bottom then.
£10 a week, at least.
The last place we looked at cost £10 a week.
So tired, we've been looking round.
Again, 1973. Fucking hell. Anyone got a time machine, like? It'll be worth the investment. You make money back.
Your sign. Do you have a room?
No.
Nah, but... Oh, you have a lady with you. We do have a room.
It couldn't be any cheaper.
Any cheaper than £6 a week, mate? Your coat costs more than that.
My son will show you the room.
Look at this.
Please.
What the fuck? I'll give the actor credit. He does crazy a bit too well. Just look at the state of that room. No wonder it's fucking £6 a week.
A fucking embarrassment.
Peter, I don't want to stay here.
I don't blame her.
Lucky to get any place at all. You know that.
Fuck that. Just sleep on the street for the night is fucking... I would, over that. Look at the pube at the bottom of the screen.
Well, look, why aren't you up there?
Because you have that key.
Oh, yeah.
Why aren't you up there?
Okay, come on.
Well, I suppose he's
Come on.
he's fingering a toy that don't scream back, does he? I think that's what he's trying to say. Look at him. Like, I'm not going to show it, right? 'Cause it's probably been a good, like, I'd say 7 minutes. Like, you know, no complaints here, by the way, like. But, yeah, they pretty much been fucking just, close-ups of, everything. So, can't put it in the edit, but, yeah, pretty much softcore porn, this is.
I'm coming.
Wait for me, girls, I'm coming. Yeah, I bet he's hit with the ladies, isn't he, like? Let's see how much money he gives her. That's all I've got.
I'll get some fruit or something and I'll make it a little...
What's he giving her, like £2 in fucking pennies?
Pathetic.
Look at the pube at the bottom of the screen again. Oh yeah, and he just keeps flashing to these women who look drugged up and stuff because he's kept them in a basement or some shit. Romantic, you know, like proper gentleman, that kind of shit, like, you know. She just walked into this fucking room, helped, like, you know, let herself in. He's just like, whoa, and he didn't lock nothing behind him, the dweeb.
Pathetic.
So he hides the entrance to his cage with a curtain, thinking no one's gonna look. Like, why is there a curtain in that part of the room? What are you hiding, like? May as well just leave it as a cage. People would just be like, oh, okay. So he's left the door with the key on the outside, so anyone could just go and lock him in. So that's quite rough. He's basically got all these slaves here addicted to heroin, so part of the reason they don't try to escape is because they're constantly like, I need more heroin, and he's there to give it to them. Like, pretty rough. Who's this guy in a shady fucking coat now? Let me guess, his customer, and he's like, go on, do what you gotta do, I guess, and that's what's happening.
Well, duh.
After another.
Ah, she's like, oh, left my son, one disaster after another.
Oh, yeah, for me, Winnie.
Have another drink.
Ah, I like this woman, just drink. Don't worry about anything, just drink.
Respect.
How was your date?
Right, honestly, right, I this is how mad the world we're in, right? 1973, the guys come home from work. Admittedly, the food's kind of shit. A bit of salad and a tin of fucking tuna. 1973, give her £2. She did what she can do with it. I'm not gonna moan. But he came home from work and she cooked him food. Has that ever happened in the last...
That's enough about me. What about you?
5 years?
I had a very exciting day today.
That's what I mean. That's why it's so unrealistic. But it's not, because of one time that happened. It's a mad world we're in. Mad world we're in. Okay, let's address the bear in the room since he's holding it. Like, I'm not saying it don't happen, because Bad Boy Buddy's a great example of a film where, like, the mother's so possessive, the guy, even as an adult, he never grows out of being a childlike state. They're kind of doing this thing with him, but... You know what I mean? It's just because of his size. Let's be fair, they wouldn't be doing this with a fully grown person. They didn't really do it on Bad Boy Buddy. So, you know, just... That's the exploitative part, but whatever, he agreed to do it, he was happy to do it, so there we go. Like, look at this. These fucking toys are fucking each other, okay?
What?
Layla Lash.
Looks drunk as fuck there, like on real drunk, like. And now his mum's doing this.
What?
Start to dance and gently sway.
Did you see that realisation? She kind of went, thinking he's cut, going, fuck me, I gotta drink this with you. Oh, he's still filming? He's still filming? And he kept that in.
Ah, go on, bro.
I'm telling
Ah!
you've got your fingers.
What the fuck? This scene's still going on. Alright, early in the film I said I was under the impression this is supposed to be a straight off. It's definitely comedy. It's obvious as well, you know, but... Okay.
Very, very good.
Best acting in the film only because she's really fucking drunk in real life. Oh look, another scene of letting a man in a room with a bunch of naked women while he closes and locks the door. Great. So she went from saying no to enjoying it, kind of. Okay. And another thing, you know what I mean, because educational I'm saying this, none of these guys at any point have worn any protection. They've raw dogged it. You've raw dogged with heroin junkie slaves, and you think that you're not going to need to go to the clinic when your cock looks like a Toxic Avenger the next morning. Get what you deserve, Sonny. Get what you deserve. So this scene is still going on. Still. This is what I've always confused about, right? I get why, you know, you get a woman, like, maybe get her tits out of the film or whatever, like, you know, but when it comes to this whole, like, dodgy shit, like, you know what I mean? She doesn't want it, but then she does, whatever, you know, all that dodgy shit, right? Or just take that aside, just, when you have, like, softcore porn in a film, let's just say that, right? Let's just go there. You're pretty much a 50-minute scene. It's like, why don't you just watch porn or make a porn instead? I've never fully understood it. It's like, oh mate, I've got like 10 minutes until like some gruesome things happen. I got time to knock one off here. Is that like the intention and the idea or some shit? I've always been a bit confused about it. Like, you know what I mean? If the subject matter's here, blah blah blah, you know what I mean? But you can basically get the point and not show it, you know what I mean? But no, we'll just do a fucking 15-minute scene of this. I know you're getting that. I may as well just watch porn if that's the case. Like, for me, I don't understand it, you know what I mean? Yeah, some sketchy man walks past. She's like, what the fuck? I knew there was something going on here. Don't go in there.
I want to speak to Santa Claus.
I want to speak
Give me Santa Claus.
to Santa Claus?
It's Lila Lash. Better talk to her.
Well, this is what Santa Claus does out of season.
What? Look like.
Santa Claus is a drug dealer.
Well, duh.
Of course. All that snow, he's all about it, isn't he? So, you know, all the white flake, it makes sense. Go on, mate, you know you want to. You know you want to. Go on. He's a really good piano player as well, you know. Props where they do, I guess.
Respect.
Ah, there's you again, just like, fuck, I just every day, I'm just here listening to her whine on. What am I doing in my life?
I don't know.
The whip sounds like a lightsaber and it's not even fucking making contact with her, like.
What the fuck?
Where have you been?
Where have you been? In fairness, like, you probably did finish about 5 and it's like about fucking 12 o'clock now. Good call on a weekday. It is like, you know this place is fucking weird. What the fuck?
Me today. Just send his secretary out with the manuscripts.
You didn't even see me today, so I would have got drunk in a pub. Fucking what a bitch. I'm not in the mood, and then they start trying to kiss her neck.
This is the definition of creepy.
Well, so the guy who...
£1 million heroin.
all the heroin got busted. They fucked them, basically.
What are we going to do?
Get another runner, you idiot.
He's just like, I just get some more, fuck it, like. Oh well, it's only $1 million, I guess, and they're like, you know.
Can you imagine Mrs. Lash waiting for her rent?
Imagine her waiting for her £6 yeah.
Pathetic.
Got like that in the 70s, and I'm gonna work all day, leaving you in the fucking house to be bored as fucking do nothing. So he just gives her his fucking book and go on, read it what I've worked on so far. Like, yeah, nice support, but you know what I mean?
I'll have to go home and
I can see why some of these women just like, fuck me, I'm bored, I need to do something else in my life. You know, not to justify it, but I can kind of see why, you know what I mean? Is he just letting himself in? Look at this.
For me?
There's a phone call for you. I'd be like, fuck off. Time to leave a message, mate.
3 or 4 days.
Don't worry.
Yeah, he's got a job. He's like, yeah, I'll see you in 3 or 4 days. The night before, he went to the fucking pub and he's all like, you know what I mean? Maybe, like, well, you just got a job overnight while you were hangover and you've got to disappear for 3 or 4 days? Not a single question you want to ask there? No? Fair enough. Oh, look, another scene of him perving on someone. Like, for the millionth time. Great. Although, talking of, I will say it, go on, you deserve it. I'm not saying it just because she had her tits out. Good tits out. But go on, give it a chud, go on. Oh, no, another scene of her fucking doing a song. Is this a musical, or...?
I don't know.
You?
She's finally found a door, knocking on it.
What can I do?
Well, you could unlock the door. How did you fall? You kicked it and somehow fell.
Go on, boy.
The woman went in there earlier. Is she tell me she's hiding behind there and not being seen? No way. How's she not seen her? She's literally just gone like that and you could see everything in the fucking cupboard. I know she's drunk, but you'd be like, oh yeah, don't remember leaving a fucking... Oh, you? What are you doing there? Like, you know. But nope, she didn't notice it, apparently.
What?
Do you understand? I'll try and get the police. I'll be back.
It's like, do you understand what I mean by get to the police? They're like, no, we want our fucking heroin. That's the last thing you should do. Right, he's like, I want a teddy bear. I thought he's gonna, like, rob it. Go on, mate, put in your jacket. Rob it, go on. What, he's looking down the trousers of it. Oh, obviously he's a perv, isn't he? But there we go.
Here you are. Get out of here.
Nah. Do you not pay him for that, or...? I'm sure she said she's going for the police and she's back in the attic. What? Why? Why didn't you just go? They wouldn't have suspected nothing. There's a pube at the bottom of the screen again. But they wouldn't have suspected nothing. You're just going, yeah, just going to go out and buy some shopping, go straight to the police and say I'm not returning to the house with you fuckers. And I'll lead you to there, and then there we go, job done. But there we go, she's caught like an idiot. Well, they're just going to bung her in there, are they? No! Right, so he's just undressing her now. Nice. Look, all that shit at the bottom of the screen. It's like a leaf and loads of pubes. What the fuck? Why is this guy now in the shop?
What? Of course, the box of teddy bears.
Where is it?
Oh, they're out in the car.
The box of teddy bears. So his job happens just to be delivering stuff that's for that Santa guy. He's not aware it's drugs, but the job he was in, out of all the fucking people in the whole place, is linked with that guy, conveniently. I can't take it long, I'm fed up with life. I'll write to you in a month or so, till that bet. Die! Look at that. Sorry, but
Have you seen my wife?
She left.
as a matter of fact, I have, mate, yeah. Right, so he's just injected her with heroin now, so, nice one. She's actually had heroin. Like, you know, I thought maybe, like, she was going to get saved, but I got a feeling this might end up being a grim ending, like, to be honest with you. So that's his boss that he's working for, is the guy who happens to be selling drugs to the people in the house.
Ah, go off, Wolf.
Another guy again? Oh, shit.
A few moments later.
So, because she was saying, oh, get my husband, I'm drugged, that was the woman that we've been following. He was rubbing her up a bit, and he's like, you junkies are all alike, so now he's just going to go to the one who's passed out. I was going to say, I would be super dark on top if, like, she did get used, like, you know what I mean? But she's avoided that, so maybe they're going to save her, but the way they treated the other characters in here, I don't fucking know, like, you know?
Police are watching us.
He's just openly talking about it while he can hear them. Yo, finally he's gone to the fucking police. Jesus, here we go, about fucking time. So he's got his walking stick and he's put it up her. Okay. So she just said, oh, this is Lana Lash, we've got a new girlfriend interest. I'm guessing this is the police now, undercover, just to catch him in the act, I'm guessing. Just wrap up this fucking film, please.
A few moments later.
Well, I guess not. She's got a guy 69 in her. Right, so the police have turned up and arrested him, but she still got used, so it wasn't even a happy ending where she...
Let's see if we can find your wife.
Fuck me, what a rough film this is, like. Nothing in there! There's nothing in there, it's just a cage door.
Ah, go off, Wolf.
Where's the key?
I don't have it. Olaf has it.
She sold her son out. Olaf has the key. Oh, and he just shot the lock off, alright.
You inhuman bitch.
Caught red-handed, like.
Do you know how to use a gun?
You're damned right I can.
The cop is like, do you know how to use a gun? Take mine, buddy. Do what you gotta do. I'm gonna walk off. That's the coolest thing ever. This cop is awesome if that's the case. Yeah, go on, bro. Yeah, shoot her up. Awesome.
Respect.
Look at this. What, he died? Turned into a doll. Why is he acting like a toy? Like, oh, there's a toy. That was weird. But he turned into a doll and did that, okay? Okay, so that was The Sinful Dwarf from 1973. A very, very perverted film. Not what I was expecting, I'll be honest. It does say in the description something about, like, you know, they capture people. But I was under the impression, like, that would be maybe a scene or two. But most of it would be people on his tail and he's killing them kind of thing. But no. Fairly, like, kind of realistic in a sense where, like, you know, they're capturing people because this shit has happened in the past and that. Very fucking rough, to be honest with you. A lot more dodgy than I thought it was going to be, put it that way. Like, you know, when it said Sinful Dwarf, I was like, you know, I have a couple of jokes on that with these. How many, like, jokes can you make about, like, you know, slavery and women and you know what I mean, you saw it, like, you know what I mean. I tried to make as many jokes as I possibly could, but on that subject matter you kind of like, it's more of an uncomfortable watch. It was definitely an uncomfortable watch. The majority of the film is them dodgy scenes, to be honest. It keeps going back to it. It's like, we get it, like, let's do another scene of it, use another scene of it, use a drawn out scene of it. And apparently there's an even longer version of this. I don't even want to. I'm glad I watched this. I'm not glad I watched this version, but I'm happy I didn't watch the longer version. I don't even want to know what they put in that. Like, I sound like, you know, it's like super disturbing in the sense like it's mad. But keep in mind, there's like no gore in it. It's basically purely of just uncomfortableness of like, and the weird thing is, right, when it starts off, I said in the intro, I think this is straight paced, like it's not a comedy, you know what I mean, or not labelled as, but then like quite early in the film, it's seems self-aware and quite silly, like at points, and you're like, all right, and then it gets into that dodgy scenes, and what they'll do every now and then, they'll put like porno music on it, and the guy will be like acting all weird, like kind of doing it in an attempt, I guess, to like, not make it as rough as it was to watch, but in a weird way it made it worse, because it's like, you know what I mean, this is just rough to watch anyway. Now you kind of, are you trying to make it like it's supposed to be semi-funny? You know what I mean? It was just, you know what I mean? But the thing is, I gotta give it props in the sense of like, it did what it wanted to do. You know, I definitely felt uncomfortable watching it. The acting, there was definitely a couple of scenes that were dodgy and that, but the Sinful Dwarf guy, you played him well, mate. You know what I mean? I gotta say, The mother, you played a psycho, yeah, convincingly, you know what I mean? It was fairly realistic in how it came across. Like, you know, if people did this is kind of what I imagine to act like, you know what I mean? So that's like, weirdly, I'm torn on you, because obviously Uncomfortable Watch, it was too much of like, what the fuck, like, you know what I mean? It's like, I try to make jokes in these episodes. Even if a film's good, I still like try to make jokes out of it, like, you know what I mean? But it's only so much I could have done with this, and it was just a long watch, really, if I'm honest. But they did what they were supposed to do. That's why I'm kind of torn, because I've got to be kind of honest. But I'll be honest, I am going to have to say it dud, just because there was just too much dodgy stuff in there that went on too long. If you would like just cut them scenes short, maybe had the Sinful Dwarf killing off people who were like catching his tail a bit more, went that direction, it would have been actually a lot more enjoyable. But that's it. I didn't enjoy watching it. It was just more of a like, another one of these scenes for another fucking 7 minutes. And then like with the woman, like when they eventually catch her and that, like, you know what I mean? The one guy at the beginning, like, well, not beginning, the first time round, he says no to her. You're like, oh, she's going to get away with not getting abused. Nah. They quickly chucked that in to make sure she did. So it's really dirty and just rough in every way, like, you know what I mean? But again, they did their job with it. So, like, if you do, like, your exploitative films, you might like this, to be honest with you. And in general, I kind of do. But it was just too much of that for me. Like, you know what I mean? It was just like, you know what I mean? I'm watching a film here. I'm not trying to, like, want to take a shower after it. But it done its job in that sense. So that's why I can't massively hate on it. But for me, it was just too dodgy. You know what I mean? Too dodgy. It's definitely not a film I'd ever want to watch again, or really say it. If I said to someone, oh, I recommend this, and they watched it, they'd look at me different. So I would never recommend it to watch it to anyone. But I do understand there's an audience out there for this, and there's worse films out there than this there are. But I don't know. For me, it's just that kind of stuff. I'm a bit like, it doesn't really, like, it does shock me a bit, but it's just more like, okay, I know what you're doing, but it's just, I just want to watch something else. Or, you know what I mean? I'm not really wanting to watch it. It's not really my interest. But, you know, whatever. There was elements I could enjoy, but I will get, but overall, it's just, it was an hard and uncomfortable watch, I'll be honest. Like, if you have seen this film, I don't know if you're going to admit to it, like, but if you have, let me know what you thought in the comments. Otherwise, thanks for joining. I've been Maniacal Mac. Till next time, peace out.
Maniacal Mac.